Hello, I'm CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. Across the Red River is beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana, and lots of fun things to do. But I just came back from a first ever uh, Carnival cruise. And what I've seen on YouTube, people going up and down doing the tours of the different cruise ships that they go on. And I did not do that. What I wanted to do was I wanted to kind of tell a story. This is the first time I've ever done anything it's extravagant for me. I know other people can do that all the time. I actually could not. I had to really hold and set aside and decide if it was something I could afford or not. And it's really the fact that they let us pay small amounts on it until it's time to take the cruise. That helped. But so yeah, what I did was I decided to tell my story on the cruise in like some longer videos and then some shorter videos. So some of the videos that I've taken will be a minute to 2 minutes long or something, and then some of them may be longer. They may go on 3 4 minutes, and there may be a couple that go on for a little bit longer than that. While I sit around bemused at the situations that I find myself in. What I can tell you is that these boats are like a maze. Some parts of them are almost like a William Escher painting with stairs going down, stairs going up at different angles, and it's like, holy shit. And this is a poncho that I bought that they tried to sell me for $160, and I was able to talk them down to 20, which is pretty cool. 20 seems to be the target number for a couple of places that I bought some things. Not these, though. These are, you know, you hear him? Let me get it out. Oh, ha ha ha. Basically, basically, these are baby rattlers, but they're, but maracas, and they're toys here, but in other countries, and they're worth a lot of percussion and island, Caribbean, Mexican. They're actually instruments, and those are kind of small. Not that they're kind of cool, and they weren't that much. I got them at where we did the resort. What we did was uh, as it was my friend Jay and his traveling companion or our traveling companion that we met in Baton Rouge and picked up, and she came with us, and yeah, so we did a resort for a day, and that's where I bought that. But these, as we're coming back on the second leg uh, of the trip, hang on, so funny. They're not that much bigger. I don't know why I thought in my little mind they were that much bigger, but yeah, they're a little bit. Yeah, they're bigger. They're bigger. I don't know what these are. I don't know what they're made of, or whatever. These were sold individually, but I found two that looked similar to each other, although one's much bigger than the other. So it has a stronger, more powerful sound. And that's what they do. They make little gourds, and I do not. I didn't spend that much, on those at all. And then I got this. I had the hat. The hat I got from Appliques. You remember Chris and Katie had the shop downtown. It moved around in different locations, and eventually was at the Crockett Street Trading Company, Shreveport Trading Company, or whatever uh, that they had. And then they retired that leg of their business, and now I think they're out of Timeline. I need to go check and see if they're at Timeline uh, Antiques or whatever. But I got this when Appliques was located under the in the shops under the Texas Street Bridge, right across from the casinos. I got this hat, and it wasn't a very expensive hat, So yeah, uh, So that's that. What is this? I should have not a very good maraca. Obviously, I didn't really shake this. Can y'all hear? There's not. There's like, yeah. Mm. But that's cool. So I've got one dud in the bunch, but I like the way it looks. Whatever. I will be going back. Uh, not maybe to the same locations, but I'm taking another cruise in February. And when I'm down there, I'll be able to pick some things. Why is my voice a little hoarse? Nay. It's because um, I've spent a week shouting and everything. Like, yay, applauding because the shows were kind of fun, and singing out loud and everything. And oh, what else? What else? What else? It was fun. It was fun. You're gonna see. You'll see it all when you see the videos. I left my phone that I took with me that has all these videos in Jay's car. He dropped me off, and then like as soon as I got upstairs and started, I realized, oh my god, my phone's not in my pocket. What did I do? The phone itself, a relatively cheap phone, but who the hell is? Oh, it's from Progresso. You can barely hear it. Did the beads fall out? That's okay because I go back. And these are handmade, so this is probably like somebody, they've maybe had a quota, maybe they were low on beads. I don't know what the deal is, but whenever they were putting this one together, they were probably just like in a rush, and little things happen, you know, little tiny things. So that's gonna be. I'm gonna make a spiritual thing about that to remind me that nobody's perfect, and even to allow for imperfection in myself and other people, and keep it in perspective. That's going to be the spiritual lesson I learned there. But yeah, I did a lot of shouting on the for the shows and trips and everything like that. It was so much fun. The comedy shows were great, but my favorite out of everything was probably sitting around the oh my god, I forget. It was a piano bar. I forget what they called it. Uh, but it was great. It was just like a 1930s piano bar, except the guy playing the piano and everything, except for the guy. You'll see. Oh my god, he's a riot. He's a riot. And at first, I just kind of first couple of days when I discovered it, the bar was basically full. So it's like I kind of hung in the back and did a little video of what was going on. That's how maybe I got the video to share when I'll be sharing uh, on YouTube. But then I got to spend a couple of nights sitting at the bar, the piano bar, just kind of interacting. And he's a very interactive guy. But also for him, it must be like you guys come in, you come out, you come in, you come out. It's hard. It's not like you have a regular. It's not like you're at a piano bar and bantering, and you have like regular, you know, uh, entertainment or whatever. But this guy would be wonderful if you get a hold of him and you could pay him uh, to work and give him everything that he would want uh, for the entertainment. Yeah, it's wonderful, wonderful. Uh, you'll see what I'm talking about. And everywhere you go on these Carnival cruises, on this boat, on this one, the Carnival Valor is the one that it's impossible not to feel a little bit special and treated like a really appreciated guest and everything. And I'm pretty sure that's what they're supposed to do. I, I can't imagine any person that I wouldn't give the highest rating to, and because they all really did their best. You know, if there were a couple of notes of improvement, it has nothing to do with uh, any of the people tending to us, because we, you know, it was a you get uh, you'll see what I'm talking about. The service is damn near impeccable. I probably could find some peccable things about it if I searched hard enough, but such a wonderful experience. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to not have? You know what I could do when I'm playing the maracas? I could just have the dud in my hand as a showpiece. I don't know, but I like percussion. Love to hear percussion. Okay. Love and light, guys. I'm going to be posting those other videos when Jay drops my phone off later. I got to charge the phone, and then I will be doing a lot of data. What's the word for it? I don't want to say data. Well, not it's not data purge. I'm not purging them. I'm gonna uh, oh data load or what? I don't know what it is. Uh, data drop, whatever it is. There's a bunch of videos. I mean, for a whole week. Uh, I mean, like, and I started uh, just walking around the, Frenchman Indicator area and everything. We decided, you know, after talks and everything like that, we just really decided to drive down and meet up uh, a few hours before, and it was cool that we did it because Jay's car needed some work, some mechanic work, and what we decided to do, rather than pay for the parking, the parking would be, amazingly expensive out in New Orleans to park for a week somewhere. So what we did was or Jay decided to take the opportunity for his car to have it worked on, what needed to be tweaked on, and then had it uh, had it where we would pick it up when we got back from the cruise. We could just take a cab over to the garage in Gretna that he had it worked on, the one that he found that was open on a Saturday, and yeah. So that was cool. That was like killing two birds with one stone, and even having to pay for the mechanic work, which he was going to have to do anyway. Uh, it still was cheaper than 6 days of all day parking in New Orleans. You know, oof, it's why a lot of people go to New Orleans, find a place to park for a day, and then like walk all the way around, but they don't really do a lot of in and out. You know, like you know, so you can find a place to park uptown where you can just, if you're in a hotel or something like that, just don't even drive, just take an Uber or something into the city. Used to be cabs everywhere, but I didn't see a bunch of them. I guess they all got affected by the ride share, which I think is cool because I was a cab driver several years ago, and the cab drivers I worked with, even I thought they were assholes. You know, I've had so many different types of jobs. Um, Driving a cab for about 7 or 8 months was just like one period of that time. But where you at? Okay, love and light. Look for my cruise ship videos later on. I really think that if you've seen them, if you've seen cruise ship videos on YouTube, uh, you may not be that amazed because you would be like, okay, but what I could do different is what I do now, just very casual, no production, no anything. I basically just sit here and I talk about my experience, my thoughts, and the pride and the things that go on, and especially mostly about my own town, my city, and that's what I do. I just sit and I talk as I hold my phone in my hand. And I'm using an older device because Jay's got the new one. But you're gonna love these videos. Uh, if you know me and you know what I do, so it's that casual about it, and I'm completely candid. I don't dress stuff up. I'm not like, oh gee, it's uh, I'm gonna make shit sound really really good because people are watching. If I went and it were a sucky experience, something that if I thought it was just complete BS, I would tell you. I would tell you. There's so many things to do. There are venues that are for adults only that are kind of loud and party. Then there are you know family friendly partying, as family friendly as rump shaking can be. But there are quiet spots too when you want like to get someplace and get quiet and mellow out. And not, there are things to do for uh, uh, every mood in your bipolar lexicon, from mania to depression and everything in between. You're going to find something to suit you. Okay. Love and light. Peace. Ciao, Bella.